Hello again! If you can remember from last time, we talked about naming molecular compounds. Well, this time we're going to talk about three things: Lewis structures, molecular geometries, and molar mass. So to kick it off, we're going to start with Lewis structures. Now, Lewis structures are diagrams that show the bonding between atoms of a molecule and the lone pairs of electrons that may exist in the molecule. So we'll start with an example. Let's try H2O. So hydrogen has one valence electron and there are two hydrogens, so you would do 2 times 1, which equals 2. Then oxygen has 6 valence electrons and there's only one of them, so you would do 6 times 1, which equals 6. Then add 2 and 6 together and get 8, which is how many lone pairs there are. So now we move on to drawing the diagram. So first you would put an O for oxygen. There's only one, so you would only put one oxygen. Next, we're going to put a line on both sides of the O to represent a single bond between the two hydrogens and the oxygen. Next, you would put an H on the end of each line to represent the two hydrogens. Now we are going to add 2 dots on the top of the O and on the bottom of the O. These 2 dots are called lone pairs, and they each are worth 2 of the 8 valence electrons in H2O. So now let's count and make sure we have the right amount. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Who do you appreciate?
Dad! So we have the correct amount, which means we've drawn it correctly. Now we're going to move on to molecular geometries. Now there are 5 different names for the 5 different molecular geometries: linear, trigonal planar, tetrahedral, bent, and trigonal pyramid. Now linear has 2 bonds and no lone pairs. Trigonal planar has 3 bonds and no lone pairs. Tetrahedral has 4 bonds and no lone pairs. Bent has 2 bonds and 2 lone pairs, and trigonal pyramid has 3 bonds and 1 lone pair. So as an example, let's do BH3. Now we already know the Lewis structure, but now we need to create the molecular geometry. So we know that this is going to be a trigonal planar, which looks similar to the Lewis structure. So you would begin by putting the B in the center, then drawing a line from the top of the B. Then drawing 2 lines diagonally down from the bottom of the B. And there are no lone pairs, so we're done with this one. Now the last thing we're going to talk about is molar mass. Now I know what you're wondering. Alyssa, how do you calculate molar mass? Well, don't worry, I got you. So say we wanted to find the molar mass of CaCl2. Well, first we need to know the atomic mass of both. So the atomic mass of calcium is 40.08, and there's only one of them, so you would just leave it. Then the atomic mass of chlorine is 35.45, and there are 2 of them, so you would multiply that by 2, which equals 70.90. So now you add the 40.08 and the 70.90 together, and congratulations, you found the molar mass of CaCl2. Oh shucks, looks like we've reached the end of our lesson. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and good luck on the final.
Yay! What about the burrito?
There's no burrito.
There's a burrito last time.
Not in this one.
She likes burritos.
I'll bring her a burrito.